I've had enough, and lots of people in Scotland have had enough. And Boris Johnson creates division. The Unionism doesn't help. There's a sectarian problem in Scotland, in the west of Scotland where I live, and they've fuelled it. They've deliberately fuelled it up to create this, like, more sectarianism, and we are not happy. The Tories. The Tory government
the
Tory government.
How have they done that?
The Scottish Tories, with Ruth Davidson, have deliberately went in the Orange Order as well and fuelled up sectarianism to vote Tory, because the whole union thing's so important to a certain very small section in Scotland. The rest of Scotland.
But how did that? I mean, that's quite a serious allegation to make. How do you think that they did that? How did they do that? Though?
I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen the Orange Order.
Oh, it must be true then. Must be true.
No. I saw their messages to each other saying, "This is what we must do now. Everybody must vote Tory now." I live here. I know what's going on.
Yeah, but that's rather different from what you've just done is accusing the Conservative Party, either the Scottish Conservative Party or the UK Conservative Party, of deliberately stoking up sectarian tensions in Scotland. And all you've given me as evidence is a few Facebook messages that you've seen from the Orange Order. Can you quote me anything that Ruth Davidson or the current Tory leader Jackson Carlaw have ever done to stoke sectarian tensions in Scotland?
No, I can't.
Because if you can't, I suggest you withdraw it. Well, I suggest you withdraw the allegation then.
No, not going to withdraw, no.
So you're just relying on a couple of Orange Order posts on Facebook?
Boris Johnson is incompetent. He's a liar, a known liar, who's been sacked from various jobs that he's had.
Yeah, and people said that before the 2019 election, and he got an 80-seat majority. So people factor all of that in.
And he's using the media, he's stoking up racism and hatred within
How's
population.
He doing that? You see, again, you make these allegations. Give me the evidence.
Well, I think we can all see by a lot of the things that he said in the past.
Yeah, like, going back to 1999, you want to... can you provide me with any evidence of the last few years of in any way that he's done that?
Well, Boris Johnson stoking up racism.
Yeah.
Well, I think the EU referendum with the buses and the images of, like, lies of, like, oh, we're going to be all these...
Well, that was a Nigel Farage poster. That was a Nigel Farage poster. It was nothing to do with Boris Johnson. Can you give me any evidence that Boris Johnson has stoked up racism?
Boris Johnson got on board.
Two separate campaigns.
The two of them
Two separate campaigns.
They were helped.
Well, I'm sorry.
The media
Leave.eu was not the same as Vote Leave. They were two separate campaigns. That poster was Nigel Farage's poster, which I criticised at the time. It was absolutely nothing to do with Boris Johnson, the man who wanted all illegal immigrants to be given an amnesty in this country. You think that's the action of somebody who's a racist?
I think Boris Johnson is racist, just as I think Donald Trump is a racist, and I think the two of them are... Well,
it's just a shame.
Pals.
It's just a shame, Claire, that you can't back up any of your ludicrous allegations with any proof.
I don't think it's ludicrous at all, and I think most people know what's going on, right? No matter what has been said by the media, most people know what's going on here. The NHS has been sold. The NHS has been...
No, it hasn't.
We would not sell the NHS.
It hasn't been sold at all.
No, it's going to be. It's on the table.
No, they've ruled it out.
You
see, again, you've come out with 3 whoppers so far, and you can't back up any of them. The government have completely denied and guaranteed that the NHS will not be on the table in a trade deal.
Yes, I think we all know that the NHS is going to be on the table, and Tory MPs have voted for that, and shame on them. Shame on them.
I mean, I don't know where you're getting all this fiction from.